Not everyone enters the records the same way. What do I mean by that? Everyone's records look different. One might have a library, while someone else has a cave. I've seen houses, libraries, cottages. I've seen all different types of records. If you know me, you know that I speak on how before I ever got into this, it was so gatekept. That has really inspired me to want to help as many people access their own records and find their own way back home to themselves, to access their own information, their own contracts, meet their own guides, meet their own ancestors. Why do I bring this up, right? Because Spirit said, don't just talk about it, be about it, right? Okay, so here I am. And today I want to talk about how your records look. When you get into your records, most people think that, oh, it's just a grand library, but that's not always the case. Not everyone has a library. Not everyone has a book that they go to. Most people, yes, but not everybody. And what I've noticed and what I've come to learn through my experience of guiding other people into their records, helping them navigate it, and learning how to access all of the different points within their records is that what your records look like mean just as much as the information that you can access within your records. So, for example, someone who has a library might be someone who seeks knowledge, wants to read and really dive into the knowledge based, right? Or someone who has, let's say, a museum gallery. Symbolically, that's going to represent that their outer identity is polished, well kept, manicured, right? But where's the core? Where's the emotions? Where are all of the things? Those people tend to have spaces down lower. So I'm going to use mine for example. I'm not going to go too deep into detail. I have a filing cabinet. I am someone who very much compartmentalizes all of my information. Even in my brain, I have like 147 tabs open. One over here, one over here, over here. All doing something different, right? Information for this and for this and for this. I'm also someone who very much suppresses my emotion. I'm very analytical. So my records, the way in which I access my records very much makes sense for the type of person that I am. Now,